wetin dey shele, wetin dey happen again. No fewer than 100 Southwest groups under the aegis of the Alliance for Yoruba Democratic Movement (AYDM) have mentioned calls for a military takeover, saying it is unwarranted. The groups, which faulted the promoters in Lagos, said a military coup in Nigeria could result in secession. The group insisted that the lasting solution to Nigeria's social conflict was ethnic self-determination, arguing that the potential of the Yoruba people had been stunted and it was time they left as an alternative to violence and coup. Rising from its Pan-Yoruba Ishekiri Global Summit themed Sustainable Democracy in Nigeria, the role of non-state actors, the groups, in a communique stated it was aware of the historic challenges faced by the country but upheld by calls for a military coup coming from a section of the country. The statement says, "We are alarmed that some people in their desperation are calling for military rule. Let those who plan a return of dictatorship know that there will be no military rule in the entire Oduduwa territories." Yeah, the ones that are leading now, your Yoruba people, person that is leading now, tell me wetin him be. No, tell me whether no be dictatorship a government in the run. Our people will resist with all our strength, even if it means armed resistance. Since 1914, forceful amalgamation of Nigeria, the potentials of the Yoruba people have been stunted, and it was time for the Yoruba people to leave Nigeria as a viable alternative to ceaseless violence, killings, and coups. We are alarmed that some people in their desperation are calling for military rule. Mbano. Let those who plan a return to dictatorship know that there will be no military rule in the entire Yoruba territories. Our people will resist with all our strength, even if it means armed resistance. Those calling for the military intervention are the same people solely responsible for the rot, the systemic decay, and persecution of ethnic groups, and the laving or delaying of the very foundation responsible for the current challenges that confront Nigeria is a lie. Instead of Tinubu to come and do the needful, he's compounding to the problem. Is it not the same Tinubu that said is going to continue from the rot that you think that some people, created? Is Buhari not part of the people who have destroyed Nigeria? Did Tinubu not say he will continue for where he stopped? So what are you trying to defend? They are trying to defend Tinubu, who is a Yoruba man like them. That is not the cause of the problem. Go and tell that to the mountain or to the marines. Yes, the people calling for military intervention kept quiet for 8 years when their candidate was the president of Nigeria. I tell you, say now where did they go be that? Me, I don't see with their statement. I don't know, say they are trying to defend Tinubu, that Tinubu is not the cause of the problem. Their candidate was the president of Nigeria with his parochial and self-serving policies, which partly created the woes that currently face the country today. I tell you, say they won't defend Tinubu now. But in less than 1 year, they want the country to burn. This is a plot by some martial forces to stage a military coup and a comeback of the same forces that laid the foundation for the ruin of the country. Advocates, yeah, advocates, what are they advocating for? These people, they will not cease to amaze someone. Yeah, yes, these are ethnic far right elements who want to control the country by all means. In their archaic tradition, they detest the fact that the people have the right to vote and power has to shift from them. This is the only reason they are plotting to overthrow the minimum gains of democracy. So you are gaining, there's gain in this your democracy now. Well, isn't this a treasonable offense if a Ndigo is being tried for terrorism for threatening to invite Apple for protection? Ewedu and Amala are walking in their blood. Let's see if it is possible. Okay, I pray it should be, because Tinubu will lose everything he knows in the south. The secession. Yes, everything in the south. He will lose it. The secession. If his secession is the only solution, so be it. Any riffraff canvassing for military takeover will surely be taken down. But if you guys called AYDM, we will be sincere with a secession saga. That will be the best moment ever. This is tribalism. This is what is killing the country. That will never move forward. Nigerians should stop deceiving themselves. The so-called democracy is taking Nigeria backward. The military regime is far better than what Nigeria is calling democracy. After you vote, INEC give you the highest bidder. Give it to the highest bidder. Judiciary will rubber stamp it. Imo State election is still fresh in our minds, where number 4 came first, and you called it democracy? Useless group of people of tribal backgrounds. No, now these guys, you can see that, from the beginning I said it, that I know where they were going, just to defend Tinubu. They are telling us, and meanwhile, when Buhari was there, all of them were hailing Buhari because they were pretending for Tinubu to come in. They couldn't say anything. After now, they are not telling us that Tinubu destroyed the country, or Buhari destroyed the country. So Tinubu, now that he's supposed to amend the country and do the needful, is compounding to the problem. He said it's going to continue from the man that you said destroyed the country for 8 years. So what does that have to, what do you have to say to that? Cowardice, betrayal, empty rants, now trademark, now good deed with big mouth people. Una like making mouth, fear betrayers. You can betray even your biological parents for material position. Stop this nonsense talks and allow the truth to prevail. The only antidote against coup, be it military or civilian coup, is good governance, and that is it. Tell those who are there today to advance the development of Nigeria and Nigerians. As of today, Nigeria is bleeding and in need of surgical operation to bring it back to life. Life is unbearable for the vast majority of our people. Millions cannot even feed well, and you are here talking. I don't understand that they want to take over, military want to take over. Is that the issue? Yes, just like somebody said, this only solution, the antidote for this whole thing, for whatever taking over, whether another party wants to take over or the military could taking over, is good governance. Do the right thing. Nobody will be thinking of that. Nothing happens without something. There must be something for something to happen. If not that this whole thing is happening and everybody can see it clearly, people who are saying, oh, we don't want military coup, they come to the national TV, or they go to radio stations or go to social media, say we don't want military coup. It's a lie. They are pretending. They are just deceiving themselves. Within them, they would have loved it to happen, but just because they want to be politically correct, they say, oh no, the military is a lie. Forget them. The issue here is that Tinubu has failed, hence the call for military takeover. But Lagos is in Nigeria. Get it? We care. Who cares? Who cares? Military regime is better than democracy in our country. What have we benefited from these corrupt politicians who were imposed on us by INEC? So guys, let's say your opinion on this matter.